part 2 of ranking all the FNAF games, and no one liking that. So much good shit in it. Last game, but like this is where it should have really ended. Crying kid stuff, awesome, peak, absolute cinema. If you haven't watched part 1, the link will be in the description. Let's get to it. Okay, Pizzeria Simulator. I think that's where the story should have ended. Like even though all this is like some of this, okay, not all of this. I'm taking my words back. Some of this is good. Like the next parts are, some of them are like having some interesting parts in them. But like this is where it should have really ended, with like the fire and all of that. I think it's still canon that this is like the end of FNAF, like in the timeline. Like this is the last game with like everyone dying in it and stuff. But then yeah, like Mimic before that doesn't make sense. Security breach before that, does it really happen before that? It doesn't make sense. AR is not that. Help wanted. Yeah, like so much of the FNAF doesn't make sense nowadays. Like if you take just these, like the first 4, I think they pretty much made total sense. Like they make total sense to me. Like people had the whole game is a nightmare theory, and all of that was making sense, right? And then the other one with like Michael taking revenge on William, like the older son sees that his brother he bullied to death died, and then he goes and like tries to go against William Athen and all of that. That was cool. That was cool stuff, right? And then I feel like Pizzeria Simulator was like a good end to it, because SL then like, yeah, that's definitely not an ending. And then Pizzeria Simulator was like, yeah, this is it, right? And then UCN is like a additional. It kind of ties back to Pizzeria Simulator, where it's like William Athen's hell, personal hell and stuff. And like for me, when I think of FNAF, like those 7 parts, I'm not thinking of, what is it? Yeah, 5, 6, 7. 7 parts. So I'm not taking this in account. This is not a part for me. Or okay, I guess 8 parts. That's where it should have ended for me. Like honestly, I think animatronics are good. The idea of the interrogation is good as hell. That's creepy. So it works as a horror. It works as a completion of a story. If it would have been actually one, right? It would have totally worked. So I don't get why it didn't end there, honestly. Honestly, just yeah, almost as good as SL. UCN. Okay, I'll say I don't know what this one is, so I'll call this one the original release. My accent, man. I'll call this one original release, right? And then this one, the one that's free on Steam still, right? So the one on Steam, I don't think anyone won it really, if you're not like a crazy YouTuber. B, but like just do some challenges on your own time, no story, no nothing, but it's scary. And then the original release, D, still above FNAF World. But yeah, that was horrible. I remember all the drama and stuff, people talking about like, what the hell is this? There were so many bugs and stuff. Yeah, the whole community was like, what the hell? Like, because I think they pretty much released at the same time, like, and this was like pretty good, like people liked it, kind of good. And then this one, yeah, cost so much, like, so they made it free. Then this one is Help Wanted. I think it's so underrated, so underrated, because I haven't played it in VR, but like from seeing all the content creators playing it in VR, it's like the scariest thing ever, right? And it has some lore in it, but it's weird. It's like whatever. It's kind of leading to security breach. But still, as like horror part of it, Man, playing horrors in VR gotta be scary as shit. Because I think I watched some like VR videos and like man, it truly affects me. I don't know what the hell. It might be just me, but like VR is so scary. So freaking scary, man. Hmm. Put it A. Boss 3. Again, Boss 3. Yeah. Then the Halloween edition. Dreadbear actually added some lore. Because there's connection to the vengeful spirit and all that, and the crying child type of thing, and Golden Freddy or like whatever. So it actually kinda like here. It actually kinda makes sense why they would do it. Because right for this one is just cool models. I'll give it that. They're like I actually think Puppet is scarier, but then doing the whole DLC for that one model, and then the rest are like kind of meh, about the same level. I don't really get it, but it might like add a little bit, right? And then this one adds story, so it actually makes sense why they did it. For this one, for this one, it doesn't make sense at all. And then those, if we assume there's a Halloween version, I don't think there is, but it doesn't make sense at all. None of them really add anything. Help Wanted 2. I'll explain. So it's Help Wanted 1, which had quite a bit of bugs still and some problems and stuff, right? And the story was kind of goofy. But then in this one, story is a little better, and the horror aspect is even worse, right? These ones are a combination of horror plus story. Both are good, like all of those five ones, right? This one is pure horror and then a little bit of a story, so that's why it's a little behind the others. But yeah, AR, I played it. It's weird. I don't know. I played it at the time it was released. Then I didn't like it. I came back to it like a year or so after. Didn't like it either. And then a couple of years after that, because it has been a while, right? Downloaded it again with another phone that does AR, whatever. Because sometimes I'm like in some ads and stuff, and they like remind you, oh yeah, your phone can do AR and it's a cool feature. I'm like, oh shit, I might want to do it. But like legit, it's like the level of TikTok masks and like filters. Like maybe a little better, but it's not. I don't think it's scary. Interactions are not good either. It's skins based. Like for real, are you serious? FNAF that is skin based? You serious, man? I mean, it's free. I gotta give it that. I'll give it B, lower B, just for its idea. I think the way it came alive is not that good. Like, we gotta be honest, it's not that good. But like, it had some thought behind it. I'll just give it that. Okay, now we're getting to the bad stuff. That's where like everyone is saying, yeah, FNAF is ass, right? I think, what's the studio name? I forgot. But they're like actually improving. Like they are actually trying to make games better. But they cost so much, first of all, so I haven't played any of them. I watched Let's Plays and stuff, and like I know theories and all that. And they're actually improving. They're improving while making them less expensive and more optimized. So they're doing like so many things to try and bring back the community. But they're not the same feeling because they're not made by Scott. They're 3D. Story pivoted so much, right? And the horror aspect is not good either. They're missing that. They are fully missing that uncanny valley, which we all liked FNAF 4. Like, we gotta be honest. Like, that's a big part of why we liked it. Yeah. Lower C. They put so much effort in it, but like, I have to be objective. Like, it did bring the community back a little bit, right? And like everyone was hyped for it and stuff. But that was a huge disappointment. I remember the first few weeks of the release, and like everyone was trashing it so much. So much. Like, ain't no one liking that. It was so laggy, no one would play it. Story, again, story is so ass in all of these. Even though it's improving, it's still ass. Horror aspect is ass as well. Okay, no. I thought about it again. Higher D, maybe. Then all of those are like mini games. This one was released for the delay of Security Breach. Mini game. I don't care. It's like FNAF World is like a maxi game, and this is like a mini game, whatever. Then this one, I don't even know those really, like, but I just know they're like they were made in like relation to Security Breach, whatever. Ruins. A little improvement, so a little bit. It's a DLC. Do you have to pay for it? I forgot. It's a little better. It's a little better. But like, that's all it is. It's just a little better. But like, yeah, I don't know. Okay, this one, I forgot what's the name. Shit. Pit? Into the Pit. Into the Pit. Okay, Into the Pit, I would put it lower C, high D. Okay, we don't have anything in C, so I'll give it as like, you know, something like because it's definitely not as good as AR. It's all like 2D and stuff, right? It's not scary. It's not canon either. Like, why are we playing it then? Like, I don't know. But as a game, it's good, right? If we take it on its own, it's good. But then in the context of all of this, like all the top parts, I don't know. Maybe if it was released after like UCN, people would like it a little more and people would play more. But like, I feel like it, like, okay, most of the people would say it's like F or D, but like I don't think it is. I people are like too negative about new stuff released because like those are so trash. That's why people just trash on everything now. But yeah, I think it's a good game. Like, it does what it does what it's supposed to do. Like, those are not good AAA. Like, they're not a good 3D version of FNAF. Like, look at, like, if you look at okay, these two, they're not good 3D FNAF type of games, right? I think if you look at the fan games, that's where it should have been. That's how it should have been done, right? Like, joy of creation. Like, guys, you had so much money. Why couldn't you make something like that? People love it. Like, the community wanted that, right? Or like Pub Ghosts or something like FNAF Plus. I don't know, something like that. No, you spend so much money. I can see money spent there, right? Because like textures and stuff. Okay, it looks good, but then it doesn't work with the rest of the trilogy, I guess you could say. Like the rest of the universe, FNAF universe. It doesn't work. It just doesn't tie together, right? That's not what people wanted, and you gave them that. Why, right? Okay, I gotta stop trashing on that. This one is good, as I said. Good game. Doesn't tie either. but at least this is good. This is bad and it doesn't tie either, right? Secret of the Mimic. I think there's so much improvement, right? This one is improvement. This one is for sure improvement from that one, right? But first of all, no one knows it exists. Like, people don't know this one exists. People don't know this one exists or this one. Like, not nearly as much money went into promoting games like Security Breach. I guess they just saw that like no one wants to play FNAF, or they thought about it that way. They didn't think the game is trash or something. So they didn't put anything on marketing. Why? I actually think it's decent. It's decent. Like top C, or like lower B. Okay, maybe not that, but like it's decent. Like for real, you can play it. It doesn't lag. It's kind of scary, and it kind of has a good story. Honestly, like has good moral with. Okay, I gotta give it that the story of the older factory family that created it all, too similar to Afton's family. Too similar, like way too similar. But like, yeah, I think it had some good ideas. Just like AR, it wasn't implicated as well. Like if you think about Mimic, like it would have been so much scarier if he was like actually hiding in spots and pretending to be other animatronics, so like not moving, and then once you pass by him and it would have some little differences, maybe like something sticking out of it or something, or like a piece missing, right? And if you walk by it not noticing that it's a Mimic, it would like jump scare you like immediately, and like my heart would stop, everyone's hearts would stop, right? Maybe that's why they didn't implement it that way. But like I think it had some really good potential. Like maybe if they do DLC for that, who knows? Maybe it would actually be hella scary, and like because it's already decent. Like as I said, like this is a decent game. This is a decent game, but 3D. So that's already better. Gotta give it that. Yeah. I think they're kind of starting to head right direction. Like, I don't want to lose all the hope in FNAF. Like, people are too negative now. Like, this was so trash. Okay, this was so trash. This was trash, and this was trash. That people, like, started to lose hope slowly for FNAF, right? But, like, this is slowly coming back. Like, legit. Like I think this one, Ruins is better than Security Breach. Into the Pit is better than Ruins, and then Secret of the Mimic is better than Into the Pit, right? Maybe by game like 6, 7, something like that, that would climb up eventually from C to like B, which is already like a good game, right? And then eventually to A. I don't think they'll create an like S tier game, but they might do like a good, like semi-great game. I think people like giving up hope way too much. We're just gonna see what they do, really. But okay, truly, they're like, I think that's pretty good tier list. Tell me what you think, but like, I can see a correlation of like the the older the games, the better they are. I don't know. It might be kind of nostalgia, but I'm trying to be objective. Like as I said, yeah, like. This is the newest game, right? And it's coming back. It kind of slowly coming back, but like, I don't know. Gotta give it time, I guess. Okay. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.